The minds.
You nailed it.
During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover.
No, easy, hold on. Stop!
As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them. As America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how.
What the fuck?
By refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
Buzzin', what is up with Tarantino, man?
What?
What happened to him?
People say I got a real twisted sense of humor.
He looks like he should be on the back of a $10 bill.
Oh my God.
Royce Lopez.
I don't know what it is about him.
Hola, me llamo Royce.
Maybe I'm sick of hearing about him.
Yeah, I don't like hot hair.
Maybe it's his face. He's a punchable face.
You wouldn't download a pig, would you?
He's done nothing to me. He's probably a nice guy.
I don't care.
I don't know what it is about the guy.
Big Cranberry has been lying to you.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast.
He looks like he should be flying a kite with a fucking key on it. Brendan says he hasn't been able to use the N-word for a while. That's the source of his youth.
Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time. Here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce.
Welcome, everybody. It's Wednesday afternoon. We're all here. We're all gay. My name is Mersh. I'm gay. Royce is here. He's also gay. And we're here with our little Asian twink gay boy.
Mm-hmm. This
Ready-
is
Baby.
ready to rock.
This is the official Darby Allin fan club.
I mean, I
Welcome
wouldn't say
aboard.
with you.
Welcome
Yeah.
aboard to the
We're not the official.
Darby Allin fan club.
We're more the unofficial one.
All right, we're the unofficial Darby Allin fan club.
There's so many fan clubs for Darby Allin. We can't claim to be the premier one.
Yeah, I remember that fan club. It used to be called Jeff Hardy's fan club.
You got to be careful, though. All those 14-year-old girls are probably going to get mad at us.
When we were in Vegas, I was driving Royce insane with Darby Allin references.
It
like,
really bothered me.
It was just every day I would have some kind of skateboarding Darby Allin reference, and it was really starting to bug him towards the end.
All this fucking cool kickflips, bro.
Yeah. What's that thing he does? It's the 23 skidoo. Is that the name of his move?
What's it called, Frozen? You're the autist.
Which one? He's got a lot of moves. There's the
the
coffin drop.
skateboard.
I know the coffin drop. What does he do with what's his finish move? The other one.
The coffin drop.
The other one.
Oh, I don't know.
The submission move.
What? The cross thing.
Yeah.
You know who fucking retarded Danny Saint will know? Danny Saint paid for the pay-per-view and didn't use one of the various crack streams.
By the way, can I just say something about Danny Saint?
No.
Getting swole.
You can't do that. He sent a cease and desist.
Already?
Already.
He already knew? He just... He knew I'm trying to compliment him.
Preemptive cease and desist.
Hitting people in court all day.
That's what he does. He's like MJF, bro. He never breaks kayfabe.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
He is looking jacked, though, so good for you, man.
Yeah, Merce was saying you look hot. He was telling me before the show, he's like, he looks hot.
I was like, how do I ask him if I can suck his dick?
He was saying, bro, he is hot.
He's so hot.
Yeah, Danny Saint's so hot right now. All right, so let's get into some. What do you say? Get into some stuff.
What's going on in the world?
Well, how about the Taliban? Well, why don't we start with Afghanistan first?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot we went back like retro style.
Yeah.
How cool is it that we like now have a show like this, but now we go back. We can like go back and cover. Like this is sort of like getting a do-over in life, right? Like, you know, we never had a huge platform back when we did, you know, the Taliban and the first Iraq War, and now it's like here we are. We're getting a do-over. We now have an audience, and we can now cover the things that we covered. You know, wanted to cover.
It's true because I've always wondered, like, oh, how would I cover this stuff? How would I cover the 9/11 stuff? Like, what would I do? Well, we don't even wonder anymore. We could just do it.
Yeah, because we're gonna have another 9/11 soon. So.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so we'll get to cover it.
But
you know
this time it'll be white people's fault. They'll tell us.
I want to be like Ashley Banfield. Remember out there all covered in the dust? Mm-hmm. Covered in the cancer dust?
The Last Supper. That's his finish move. The Last Supper. Thank you.
See, all I know is coffin drop.
Thank you. The Last Supper.
But he has a thing with like a skateboard or something. Doesn't he jump on somebody with a skateboard?
Yeah, that's during his hardcore matches.
Is that not even? That's not even a named move. That's not even a finisher.
No.
Jumping on someone's back with a skateboard isn't a finisher.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a skateboard with thumbtacks at the end.
Well, why don't let's see what's going on in Taliban? Okay. I mean, listen, we all want to talk about AEW all day.
We all just want to talk about Darby Allin.
Don't get me wrong. We all want to talk about the new hot superstar. Darby Allin.
Jesus Christ. What is happening?
Oh, God.
Now Royce is getting revenge because I was doing it to him all week.
Look, we all want to talk about amazing superstar Darby Allin, all right? But we can't. There's real things going on. Hey, have we tried dropping Darby Allin in Afghanistan?
It would be over.
Yep.
It would be over.
For you.
Well, I mean, Darby wouldn't be over, but...
All right, stop. We have real things to do here. People
the
pay
war
for this
would
show.
Be over.
People
Darby
pay for
would
this
be
one. People pay for this one.
What? We're having fun.
You
guys
don't
not
think Darby
like...
Allin will solve everything with his skateboard going to Afghanistan?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you trying to imply that for $5 a month, these poor people can't just sit here and listen to Darby Allin references over and over again?
Maybe not. All right. Check it out.
On Afghanistan, Secretary of State Blinken touring the evacuation operations at the U.S. Air Base in Ramstein, Germany, moments ago. Thousands of Afghans are there, and Martha Raddatz joins us from Washington with the latest on the Taliban's new government.
He's a moron, right?
Yes. CTE, man.
Why is he doing this? Why did they give him this gig?
It's not even that they gave him this gig. So remember, he replaced Regis. So it was, Michael and Kelly, remember? And then he completely bailed on that show without telling Kelly. We covered it on the show. He left to go over here to be like the wacky guy on the fucking morning show. And now he's a legitimate journalist reporting news.
But I don't blame him for leaving because that woman, from what I heard, is a nightmare. But yeah, I don't know. He's just an idiot. And Michael Strahan doesn't sound smart.
Well, no, again, the CTE.
It's just like the Taliban is taking over Afghanistan. Tell me more about that.
Raising more concerns. Good morning, Martha.
Good morning, Michael. The Taliban had promised an inclusive government, but there
You actually believe them?
Yeah, apparently, bro. Oh, fuck. God damn.
are no women. All are members of the Taliban, and many with a very worrisome past. This morning, Afghans are waking up to a new...
Okay, can I go back to those guns? Can we see those cool guns? Those are ours. If you could squint, you could see made in the USA.
Those aren't ours.
What do you mean they're not ours? We paid for them.
I don't see them in our hands.
Fair enough. Okay, well, they were ours.
It's not. Let's not. Pretend like we own them just because we made them. It's
right.
Whoever's hands they're in is who owns them, and boy, do they have some really nice new equipment.
To a new Taliban government that sounds very much like the old, filled with Taliban commanders and...
I'm sorry, how is this news? Did these people really think the Taliban had changed? Oh, the Taliban got nicer over the years, don't worry. Even though we pushed them out of their own country, right? Think about this. We pushed them out of their own country. We fucking drone bombed weddings and stuff. And you thought they were going to come back and go like, hey, you know what? All is forgiven. We're cool.
Okay, I mean, I hear you on the one hand. You're right. We did drone strike weddings. But on the other hand, we also drone strike Doctors Without Borders.
Oh, okay. So at least some things were worth drone striking.
So, yeah.
Terrorism suspects, including Sirajuddin.
Jesus?
I don't think that's Jesus.
How do you know?
I said I don't think it's Jesus.
Middle Eastern.
I didn't say it was positive.
Whiter than you'd think.
Beard.
Yeah, beard.
Are we sure that's not just Charles Manson?
Could also be Charles Manson. You're right.
Haqqani. And
I mean, that or it's Dick Masterson. I don't know.
might be Dick after a few hours of blackjack.
I mean, the way he treats women, he'd fit in there. So,
Acting Interior Minister. He is on the FBI's most wanted list with a $5 million bounty
He's now the leader of the Afghan government also.
On his head, accused of brutal acts of terrorism and ties to Al-Qaeda.
Uh-huh. But he's doing good now, though.
And his uncle Khalil, named Minister...
Oh, he hasn't been unlocked yet.
Oh, shit, it's vacant.
It's vacant.
Oh, my God, former WWE champion, former Intercontinental champion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this guy's had every championship.
Mm-hmm.
Minister of Refugees, designated a global terrorist, and like his nephew, a $5 million reward on his
by the way,
head.
these are not FBI stats on them. These were their talking points when they were campaigning for the job of running Afghanistan.
Oh, yeah. You know who wrote these? Lindsey Graham. 100% Lindsey Graham.
And the new intelligence chief, Mullah Abdul Haq Wasik, a former Gitmo detainee. In their first...
We closed Gitmo, right? Obama promised?
Yeah, that's how that guy got out.
Okay, cool.
Official statement, the newly appointed leaders say they will take steps to protect human...
I'm sorry, I got a question. Again, this is like national news, right? It's ABC, okay? That terrible cropping flag that they put over, that's the best they could do?
Yeah.
That flag looks like it's on a Zoom call.
Well, everything on the news is a Zoom call now. By the way, I like how some of these Taliban guys have like cool hats and like perms. What's
Yeah.
going on out there? Some of them have Rick James hair.
This one looks like legal Latino.
Also, Taliban. What's going on with this flag? Like, we could do better than this.
Yeah, no, I will agree. Their flag isn't the best flag.
It's atrocious.
Yeah.
Where's there? Give me a fucking cool sword or something on it. One of them, like
That would be
Alibaba
nice, like
swords,
a dope
like
sword.
curved,
Well, yeah.
like a curved one. Yeah,
Like something they would be chasing Aladdin with.
yes, exactly.
Yeah,
now
I
we're
like
talking.
that. I
Let's
like that.
let's. You want to move to Afghanistan and we could market for them?
Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll be surrounded by a bunch of other Americans.
At least American equipment.
Yeah.
Human rights, but they have already disbanded the Ministry of Women's Affairs.
I can't help but
I
laugh.
did not see that coming.
Really?
The lead agency for promoting women's rights.
Okay, first off, I got to ask a question. Is that a woman or a garbage bag?
Cousin it.
Both?
I think they're both filled with the same thing.
This as thousands desperately fled the
That was just a college football game this weekend.
country during that chaotic and dangerous evacuation. Many families separated in the process. Aid groups now identifying 300 unaccompanied Afghan children who evacuated.
Hey, sir,
Still not.
look at this. It looks like he's about to make out with that baby.
I mean, it is Afghanistan.
Reunited.
When
with
in
their
Rome.
Parents. But for thousands more who have escaped.
Hey, look, at least they're wearing masks.
A glimmer of hope. U.S. officials announcing up to 95,000 Afghan evacuees will be accepted in the U.S. over the next.
That's not a problem to anybody. Nobody sees that as a problem.
95,000.
That's a lot of translators.
95,000.
Next year. And after they have been in the country.
And the only thing is, like, first off, they're not vetting them. You can read the stories or not. But even if they are vetting them, I don't know if you know this, but Afghanistan and the Taliban don't keep the best paperwork. So how do you even vet them?
Also, even if you're vetting them, right, there's this thing called demographic shift and white genocide. That's kind of...
That's a white supremacist talking point.
Completely fabricated talking point.
Country for 12 months, they will be eligible to apply for.
Have they all been COVID tested?
No, I think we should bring 95,000 people to this country, whose country we've been blowing up for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they won't be bitter, or their children won't be bitter, or the children of their children won't be bitter. I'm sure out of the 95,000 people that will over time breed and become, 500,000 people within 5 to 10 years, I'm sure some of them won't radicalize.
Well, a bunch of them are going to Arizona, and Biden only won Arizona by 11,000 votes. So think about that.
Great.
Also, they're being detained in, I believe it's Uganda.
Yeah, it's Uganda. So they're being they're being held in Uganda, and then they're being brought here from there.
Yes, all on America's dime, by the way.
I mean, look, I'm all for bringing 95,000 if we move them all to Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Like, let's move
like
them
I
there.
said, Georgetown.
Yeah,
Georgetown would be the
perfect.
best.
Let's move them there. Yeah. Why don't we move them to Langley?
Green card on a fast track to permanent legal status. Of course, there are thousands, including about 100 Americans, who are still trying to leave the country.
First off, if you start reading, they're saying hundreds. It's probably thousands.
Michael?
And Martha, there's a new poll that shows...
There's a new poll, Bob. I know people die awful, but it's a new poll.
It's...
Well, I say.
Isn't this just living proof that, like, any idiot can just be a propagandist?
I mean,
like, you just put a suit on anybody and they're like, yeah, well,
it's not that he sounds stupid, because he does sound stupid. But he's also really stupid. You know?
May I add, he also looks stupid.
Yeah.
So you have a looks, sounds, and is.
It's
a bad trio.
He's a real triple threat.
Many Americans feel less safe than before the 9/11 terrorist attacks nearly 20 years ago.
Like, Michael Strahan was a guy that you had to show a football play to, like, 50 times.
Of course. Yeah.
Before he got it.
And he
You know
also
what I mean?
wasn't that smart. I mean, he wasn't a fucking, He wasn't a fucking quarterback, you know?
No, exactly.
Exactly, Michael. The new ABC Washington Post poll shows less than half of the country, 49%, sees the U.S. as safer from terrorism than it was before 9/11. That's down from 64% a decade ago, and among the weakest ratings of U.S. anti-terrorism efforts in any ABC News Washington Post polls, all likely reflecting the partisan divide in the country and the tumultuous withdrawal of American forces from Afghanistan. Michael?
Absolutely. Martha Radin, thank you as always.
As always.
As always.
As always.
Mike Tyson would sound smarter.
Mike Tyson?
Mike Tyson would be great.
God, no, because you know why he would? Mike Tyson's a little more based. He's more based.
I just don't understand it. It's like, why don't we should have went there and we should have either killed them all, like every single one of them, or just not gone at all. And you would have been like, wow, Mike's actually speaking sense here.
Good for Mike.
Like, either go and kill everybody or just like don't do it.
So you remember that?
Yes.
Remember that voting? Remember that voting law that all the Texas Democrats left because they didn't want it to get passed?
No. You're saying it wrong. You mean the restrictive voting blocking legislation? I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to join the lefties.
It just passed today.
We turn to Texas tonight, 1 week after that sweeping abortion law took effect, banning abortions in that state after about 6 weeks.
No, it didn't ban abortions in that state. You see what I mean? Like, you see what they're doing? You see what they're doing?
Yep.
Oh,
Texas
my
tonight,
God.
1
Every
week after-
fucking slimy thing that pours out of their fucking mouths is a lie.
You don't like young Brian Williams clone over here?
I hate this unfinished Brian Williams clone. Is that not the voting restrictions bill signed today, right after a week after the Texas bans abortions? None of that was true, sir. How do you sleep at night?
What I find funny about like World News Tonight on ABC, like back in the day when we were kids, like it was this huge studio and you get all the news in the world, and now they're basically inside a Sirius XM cubicle.
Yeah, you're
like,
right.
It's a tiny desk, right? No, remember? It used to be the sweeping, like, huge desk, and they'd pan out, and it's like the news of the world coming to you, nightly news. And now they stick them in a broom closet because they're filming Deal or No Deal next door.
Yeah, that, and they're trying to. They made every studio smaller so they could crank out more shit content for Peacock or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just like whatever.
After that sweeping abortion law took effect, banning abortions in that state after about 6 weeks. Governor Greg Abbott tonight signing into law a sweeping new voting law, one of the most restrictive ever.
How so?
How's it
Every
restrictive?
time I ask them, how's it restrictive? How so?
You mean like making people go through the same process they have to go through to do any other thing in life? Show an ID?
Here's our chief White House correspondent, Cecilia Vega.
Today in Texas,
election integrity is
this crippled asshole.
Now law in the state of Texas.
Governor Greg Abbott
stand up,
signing some of the most sweeping voting restrictions in the country.
We must have trust and confidence in our elections.
Yep.
But in Texas and every other state, there has been no evidence of widespread voter fraud. Still,
the wording is my favorite, right? There's been no evidence of widespread voter fraud. When you use a word like widespread, that leaves it up to interpretation of what you believe widespread is. Because there is, they can't say there's no voting fraud because there has been voting fraud, right? Like, that's a fact.
They just like to, they have to add qualifiers and adjectives so they're kind of not lying.
Right. Kind of like Fauci when he's talking to Congress.
New law bans drive-through voting in 24-hour polling locations.
So? Yeah. So?
Okay.
Which have increased turnout among minorities. It prevents election officials.
Are you saying minorities are lazy and that's the only way they'll go?
From sending mail-in ballot applications to voters who haven't formally requested them.
Why? What's wrong with that? See, this is my point, right? This is my point. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with...
It's restrictive.
So we should just send... Yes, you have to request... In Florida, you have to request your absentee ballot.
Sweeping voting restrictions, Royce. That's what they keep telling me.
What they're telling you with this is that most of these people wouldn't vote and don't care and don't follow politics. And if we make it as easy as possible, we'll get them to vote for what we want.
Yeah, that's pretty much
That's
it.
what they're saying.
That's what this last election was. It was,
Mhm.
what was it? Ballot harvesting, just going around getting just fill this out, lady. I'll give you $50. And who wouldn't, right? Like
Of
if
course,
you
for
weren't
$50,
interested
yeah,
in,
why not?
if you weren't interested in politics and you weren't interested in the future of your country, and you were just some lazy guy, and some people came to your apartment and were going door to door, and they're like, "Give you $50, just vote for Biden." I'd be like, "Yeah, here you go, fill it out, boom, give me my money."
$50 is $50, you know?
Yeah, right.
This comes just 1 week after Texas enacted the most sweeping abortion law in the nation.
They've said sweeping 7 times already.
Yeah, they've said sweeping a lot.
Banning the procedure as early as the 6th week of pregnancy.
Oh, that's so cute. Ho's mad. But they're still wearing their mask because they don't want another they don't want to harm another human being.
It's unbelievably
right.
It's so upside down at this point.
Also, hands off our body. Don't worry about it. Nobody wants to touch any of you.
Before many women even know they are pregnant. Doris Dixon, who works at a Planned Parenthood in Houston, telling our Rachel Scott about one patient seeking an abortion who then tested positive for COVID.
Bitch, drive to Arkansas.
She
But
was
if you're
told
just
she had
rolling
to
around like not knowing you're pregnant for almost like if you're one of these bitches that's like just taking cum in your pussy and like going a fucking whole month before you're like, well, my period's late, like too fucking bad that you're just such a bum. You know what I mean? That you can't keep your shit together.
This one's great. Listen to this. You're gonna love what they're about to say.
Our Rachel Scott about one patient seeking an abortion who then tested positive for COVID. She was told she had to quarantine for 14 days, but by that point, she would be more than 6 weeks pregnant.
Oh, COVID, see?
It's COVID because you need to kill babies because of COVID. I see. Hey, I have a question. Why wasn't she vaccinated?
She probably was.
That's a good point.
Unable
she
to
has
get an
COVID.
abortion.
By the way, most of the people I've heard of getting COVID now are vaccinated. Like when I say personal people I know,
New law.
it's happening like way more. If you ask your personal friends, ask around, it's happening way more to those people.
Do they have a Margaret Cho quote in that Planned Parenthood?
Why wouldn't you?
Am I
Why
looking at that right?
Why would you not have a Margaret
Let me full screen
Cho?
that for people so people could see this. There's a Margaret Cho quote.
Well, yeah, 'cause
Barely
who's-
what? What does it say? Barely. I don't know what it says. Because barely we can change something, but I don't know. Margaret Cho quote?
Yeah, Margaret Cho is an inspiration to everybody who likes to kill children.
So listen, look, let me tell you, you know how they do abortion at this place? They put headphones on the belly and make the baby listen to a 1 hour Margaret Cho special.
The baby just kills itself.
Yeah, it just kills itself.
they do the gun in the pussy method. They put a gun up the mother's pussy, give it to the baby, give it Margaret Cho.
Or the baby comes out hating her Asian parents. My Asian mom, she like this sometimes.
Well, at least they got Margaret Cho. My local Planned Parenthood has a dat fan quote.
Oh, no. That really sucks. Really? Dat fan? Yeah. In South Florida, we had Larry the Cable Guy quote.
Oh, see,
pretty
David,
cool. Yeah. All it said was "Get her done."
See, it was. I thought it was on the outside.
Sometimes when we are generous in small, barely detectable ways, we can change someone's life forever.
Oh,
ew.
Okay.
By killing them before they're even born.
They didn't finish the quote. Mercer's finished the quote for them.
By murdering them before they ever have a chance to even breathe air.
Oh, fuck, man. God damn. You know, in Minnesota, they have Jeff Dunham quotes in their Planned Parenthood. It's really funny. Yeah.
Every Planned Parenthood should have like
a comedian.
Comedians, yeah.
Yeah, Jeff Dunham's is that a terrorist puppet? It just says, "I kill you," which makes sense, you know.
Yeah. When I lived in New York, our Planned Parenthood, there was a sign up that said, "Hey, if I'd been aborted, I wouldn't have had to kill myself." Paul Reiser.
That's a Paul Reiser quote, huh? Nice,
yes.
Nice.
That would be the way to go. If you're going to do Planned Parenthood, you should do all quotes from comedians that have killed themselves, so that people can go, "Oh, that guy killed himself. See, if he'd been aborted, he wouldn't have done that." Like the LA one could be like positive energy, Brody Stevens.
Paul Reiser's alive.
Oh, not Paul Reiser.
No, I think you're thinking of comedians that should have killed themselves.
Not Paul Reiser.
Paul Reiser. Poor Paul Reiser is famously alive.
Who's the guy? Richard Jenny was who I was
They
thinking
look
of.
alike. I know why you said that because they do look alike.
Richard Jenny, I was thinking
Paul
of, yeah.
Reiser.
Paul Reiser didn't care. As soon as you said it, I went, oh, yeah, that's right. He is alive.
Paul Reiser.
Paul Reiser was what I was thinking of.
That's
Remember,
right.
dude-
This is why you pay $5, folks, to hear Paul Reiser references on the show.
No. Not even to hear Paul Reiser references. Yeah, to hear incorrect
ones. Yes.
Richard Jenny references.
Oh, fuck.
Remember Platypus Man?
Yeah, of course.
He played a chef. I think I just annoyed Royce. I know when I can annoy him.
Keep fucking around. Us for making Duckman references. Is that what you want? The Jason Alexander vehicle?
Duckman was great, though.
You know, I got people commenting yesterday saying, like, actually, Tokyo Drift was the best Fast and the Furious movie. Just so
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
I mean, there's always going to be retards that listen to the show.
Fair enough. Jim Edward goes, Royce is mad about Mersh. He has another Paul Reiser reference. Today was the Paul Reiser show. Okay, come on. We're talking. Can I point out that we're talking about abortions?
My mama never taught me to drift. my mama never really taught me how to drift in a Honda Civic.
I crashed my car because my bowl of boiled peanuts fell under my brake pedal.
And I'm living in Tokyo with my military dad who inexplicably doesn't have a southern accent like me.
All right.
So this really, how did I even get this accent?
Okay, enough. Is that movie on the list, Frozen?
Which one? Tokyo Drift?
Yeah.
It's on the list.
Okay, good.
It's like burrowed into my brain. That movie is still bothering me.
We got to do one this month, so we have to figure that out. All right.
To hear her beg.
Wendy, to hear her beg to kill her child. Is that what you're saying?
For someone
to kill her child.
To help her.
Kill her child.
The kill the child part is
Was
the part you
hard.
keep glossing over.
That's the part you're not saying. Help her do what? Help her paint her house? Help her get home from the airport? Or help her kill her baby?
So I love Louis C.K. At least he was kind of based about abortion.
Yeah. These people think you're killing babies.
You know, it's probably because you're killing a baby.
That was one of my favorite Louis C.K. bits.
He's like, look, I mean, if you're gonna do it, it's fine, but let's
own
not.
it.
You know?
Own it.
Yeah, he's like, he's like, maybe you're not doing the work, but you're still putting the contract out on the baby.
It was. Yeah, abortions are the same as peeing, or they're not.
That was, dude. Honestly, that's kind of a bold stance for a liberal to take. Like, look, just own it and be what it is. I mean, you are killing a baby, though.
What, is this it? I think I have it.
They think babies are being murdered. What are they supposed to be like? I don't know. It's not cool. I don't want to be a dick about it, though. I don't want to ruin their day as they murder several babies all the time. I don't think it's killing a baby. I don't. I mean, it is. It's a little bit. It's a little bit killing a baby. It's a little bit. It's 100% killing a baby. It's totally killing a whole baby.
Oh fuck.
But I think that women should be allowed to kill babies. That's what I think. They should be allowed to kill babies. Yeah.
Listen to the women clap like they're such idiots.
We get to kill babies! Do some shots and kill some babies. I killed like 4 babies last night. It was fucking retarded.
He's not wrong. Not allowed to have that opinion anymore.
God, that was fucking one of my favorite Louis C.K.
It's a little bit killing a baby.
It's a little bit killing a baby.
It's 100%.
Okay, it's 100% killing a baby. Fucking Louis.
Just can't do that anymore. Like,
God damn. Louis become more based ever since they tried to cancel him. Have you noticed that? Ever since
Well,
they
yeah,
tried,
I mean,
he's like, "Fuck you guys."
You can't help but like resent the machine when the machine just chews you up.
Yep. For coming.
Yeah, just for making cummies.
By the way, with consent.
Yeah, like literally with. By the way, like I know they're like he was using the power dynamic. It's like, dude, that's why people get into entertainment, so they can get laid.
Why do you think people become cops?
Yeah, so they can rape women in traffic stops
and punch their wives and get away with it because of the Blue
murder
Brotherhood.
people legally.
And the Blue Brotherhood.
Plus, it's like you get to murder people just like in the military legally, but you don't have those long flights. Like, who wants to go all the way to Iraq to do that?
Let's see.
She was begging.
She was begging.
Today, Governor Abbott pressed on why the law makes no exception for rape or incest. His answer, it's not needed because the state will eliminate the crime of rape altogether.
Texas will work tirelessly to make sure that we eliminate all rapists from the streets of Texas by aggressively going out and arresting them and prosecuting.
All right,
That's
listen.
a stupid move.
All right,
That's a stupid
Abbott,
answer.
that was a dumb thing to say. There's
That's a
no
dumb
way to
answer.
get rid of rapists.
No,
God
we're going to eliminate rape.
damn it, our governor's so much better than Abbott. Oh, my God. Why did he say that?
I don't know.
Bro, you already have. You look, even the guy next to him, the lieutenant governor's looking at him like, bro, what?
I would have honestly respected him more if he said,
Bro.
okay, but even in that case, the baby still has rights or whatever. But he didn't even say that. He just went with, we're going to make rape illegal, and we're not going to have no more rapes.
Rape's already illegal. Oh, my God, you fucking, that's the soundbite they're going to use now, no matter how morally right he is.
Now that's why I would like to announce our next little piece of legislation in which we will be outlawing all rape here in the state of Texas.
And obviously, you could only get somebody for rape after they rape.
What an idiot. Like,
It's just fucking, like, we're going to get rid of all the murderers. You could only convict somebody of murder after they do murder.
It's like
Okay,
you were-
Tyler Goodwin, what are we going to do? Get rid of all the Puerto Ricans in Texas?
We're like, dude, he was on a roll.
Oh, my God.
He was on a roll.
I'm on his side, by the way.
And then he just fumbled the ball. Like, this is like watching your team just like not even fumble a catch, but like one of those things where a guy catches the ball and he has the ball and then he gets clean away from the defense and he's running by himself and somehow fumbles. It's like one of those painful fumbles where you're like, how did you drop that?
Why did you say that? What's wrong with you?
We're going to get rid, Royce, by 2022. There will not be a single rapist in the state of Texas.
Oh my God! So they're
We're
going to
eliminate rape.
So they're going to shut down the border.
Them and getting them off the streets. So goal number one in the
Getting
state-
them off the streets. Does he think they're just roaming rapists on the streets with switchblades like it's West Side Story?
Dude, if I was running for office and you were my campaign manager and you were being interviewed and they were like, so what are some of the, platforms that Mersh is running on? Well, he promises that in his first year in office, he will eliminate rape in the state of Florida. It will no longer be a thing.
The correct, the
I'd be like,
correct
why
answer.
would you tell them that?
The correct answer would have been, look, when it comes to abortions, rape make up 1% of the reason people get abortions, right? Like, there's a lot of ways to work around this, right? There really is, But to say that they're just going to eliminate rape is impossible.
So, yeah, I mean, or at least, go super based with it and say, look, in a case of rape, it's heartbreaking, but the child would still, in this case, have some rights.
Mm-hmm.
Some right to life. That wouldn't even be the perfect answer, but that's still a better answer than I'm just going to make sure we never have another rape ever. That's like the Team America thing when he's like, I promise I'll never die.
We will be enacting the "What were you wearing?" law.
Yeah, like, what are you doing?
What the fuck, man?
The only way you could get rid of rape is by legalizing.
That's
For
a good
real.
point. Well, I mean, they are bringing a bunch of Afghans here, so
The only way you could eliminate rapists would or like rape crime stats would be to just legalize it. And you go, look, there you go. Now there's no more rape.
0% rape.
Call my sheriff's department. They don't have a single rape on the books.
Someone bought a beer. When life forces you to make difficult decisions, think of what the great scholar Michael Malice once said. Grab the 9.2 clips and run amok. Nowhere to run, so I grab my gun.
So, Amal Fitano has a good point. If you're raped, can't you just buy a morning after pill?
Yes. As a matter of fact, if you're raped, as soon as you go in for the rape kit, they offer it to you for free at the hospital.
So this is, again, a non-issue. This is an invented issue.
It is. Look, agree. Listen, I agree. And that would have been the correct, right? Wouldn't that have been the correct answer for Abbott to say? You know? That would have been the correct answer for Abbott to say. But instead he goes, we're just getting rid of rape, y'all.
Do we not, can they not just get, two morons in a room to just have coffee and brainstorm like we're doing right now? And
it's not
save
difficult.
them a lot of, hey, you know what? We went through a couple theoretical things, they'll ask. And hey, Governor, I think we came up with a better answer than you're gonna get rid of all the rapists ever. Just hear me out on this, boss. And look, if you don't like our idea with the morning after pill thing, we brainstormed with some people. If you don't like our idea, I'll let you go out there and make an ass out of yourself and tell everybody that you're gonna eliminate rape.
Old cynical guy, you have to let in so many Afghans because every soldier had their own personal translator. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, that makes sense.
By the way, who's the most aggressive lawman living today?
Grady Judd.
Right? Our fucking...
Without even a fucking question.
Now, Grady Judd likes to close his eyes and envision a world free of crime, and he's like a crusader against crime.
Mm-hmm.
If DeSantis said we're going to eliminate rape, we're never going to have another rape, Grady Judd would come out and say, that man is just insane.
Yeah, there's no way.
That is just never going to happen.
We are understaffed here as it is.
We just had a quadruple homicide 2 days ago.
So
did you hear about that, by the way?
Yeah. Of course, I saw it on Facebook.
Murders?
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, but this was a bad one. They shot a baby, dude. That's pretty fucked up.
Which, again, that's just a late-term abortion.
You're right.
So we still have that recall election going on in California to get rid of Newsom.
How long is this going on for?
It's like
fucking
2
Reagan's
weeks.
funeral.
Yeah. So,
how's Larry Elder doing? Is he still black?
He's still black, famously.
Does he still have Dennis Prager's cock?
He's still within
in his ass?
He's still within the margin of error. He is still within the margin of error. So, but when you talk about this, think about if you're doing a PR campaign, right, and you're in California, and Newsom wants to get some heavy hitters, right? Mm-hmm. Who do you get? Who would you get to be a heavy hitter to be on your side?
Pelosi.
Okay, yeah, but think more in the acting sphere.
Oh,
Dave Bautista.
No.
Well, you did say big. You didn't say.
I said heavy
what
hitter.
Way?
Heavy
hitter. Okay, well, Batista probably hits very heavy.
Okay.
Darby Allin.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
I don't know what George Clooney.
Ron Perlman.
No.
Oh God. Ron Perlman uses his phone like my grandfather.
Yeah, he really does. Well, does he not understand?
Look at this. This
higher angles are better.
Every old man on Facebook has this as their profile picture.
This is the I showed you my dick. Please talk to me or whatever. Yeah. This is that meme.
Here we go. He doesn't remember because he doesn't have Donald Trump anymore to be mad at.
Hey, what's up? You live in California? You hear about this bullshit that's going on right now? Fucking Republicans want to just recall a governor.
He's
on drugs.
Are you tired? You know, we just lost Omar. We don't want to lose Clay Morrow.
Well, then we could play it if you want.
And now it's time for everyone's
Hey!
favorite segment, where we ask you in the chat to try to figure out what drugs are they on. Something's gone wrong. What drugs are they on?
I mean, maybe opiates, but definitely some Xannies. He's definitely like, all these people are on Xanax. Like, that's always
That's a baseline, but that's a baseline. Yeah.
But he strikes me as a type that like really likes Xanax. And he's still angry, which is weird. Imagine like eating a bunch of fucking Xanax
And still being mad.
Still being just mad.
It was you live in California, you hear about this bullshit that's going on right now? Fucking Republicans want to just recall a governor.
Why? Which is within their legal rights if they have enough signatures.
To do what they always
But
fucking do.
It's not Republicans, though. I mean, Republicans are leading the charge, but there's plenty of non-Republicans. Like, if it's just Republicans, then why are you guys so worried? Because
what do you?
There's not enough Republicans to get it all done on their own. So don't worry about it, right? So why are you panicking?
Yeah. Why is this huge PR campaign?
They're panicking because it's not just Republicans. A lot of people in California are fucking done with Newsom. And a lot of the people that don't even hate like this, there's even rich people that like don't even care like about the COVID lockdowns or any of that shit. They're fine, but they would rather get the same shitty policies from a less smug douche. Like this is now it's now come down to people just don't like Gavin Newsom. They don't like him. And it's like the same thing with Cuomo. It's like the people get to a certain point, they're like, man, I fucking hate this guy. And it's like, they might even take the same shitty leftist policies, but from a guy that didn't get caught eating at French Laundry a dozen times and, you know, isn't just a smug asshole. And who's also seems to be unraveling, which we've seen. So he's probably also, again, like the Cuomo thing and the Lori Lightfoot
he's yelling
thing.
at journalists now. Like,
and I think that there comes a time when the people around them also are like, we're fucking done with this guy, right? Like,
To do what they always fucking do. Just grab the power.
Republicans just grab the power?
You notice how like every okay,
what?
Like, remember when the media just sucked Trump's dick for 4 years?
It was ridiculous. It really was. And they just grabbed the power. You're right.
And I was like, when are they ever gonna like, criticize this president?
Look at that face, dude. He looks like a gorilla.
He looks, but like him and Rappaport and like all these other, they're all so miserable.
They're not
Why?
happy people. They're definitely not. And then right now, Chris Pratt, one of the happiest people on the planet, they're trying to cancel him again on Twitter for being a conservative. And not even he's not even an outspoken conservative. He goes to church.
But it's gotta like, it started off like with this war on like, the Republicans, and we got to stop Trump, and we got to stop the right wing and all. But now they've really just like want to destroy anybody who's happy.
Chris in the chat says, "What drug is he on? He's high on Darby Allin. He must have just watched the pay-per-view."
Mm-hmm. He just listened to his theme song.
Yeah.
So they can turn back the clock to like the good old days.
Of what?
1600s, 1700s.
The good old days. No one's ever. I'm sorry. No one's ever
anybody
referred.
Wants that.
Maybe conservatives refer to the good old days as like the 50s or 60s, right?
Yeah, right.
But not like the 1600s. Before the polio vaccine.
Yeah, I think 1956 would be about the cutoff.
Yeah, I mean, fucking what?
Just like fucking ISIS, right?
They're ISIS. Oh, okay. Republicans are ISIS now.
No voting rights. Fuck anybody who wants to get vaccinated or wear a fucking mask.
Wait, what? No.
What do you mean, fuck anybody? No, there's no Republican that is stopping you from wearing a mask or getting vaccinated.
Most of them are pushing.
Yeah,
for the vax.
exactly.
What are you
baby.
talking about? What are you talking? This fantasy land that they live in, where like this is a thing they do with DeSantis, where they're like he's stopping people from getting the vaccine, and it's like he has made it easier.
He got it
than any other, but like he's made it easier.
Yep.
Than any other governor. Florida has never been a place when this thing came out. This has never been a place where it's been difficult to get it. The Florida Department of Health run commercials urging you to go get your free vaccination on a regular, but they run radio commercials constantly. Like they've been very aggressive in this, but they'll still go on TV and go, he's trying to stop people from getting, you're like, I don't know any of the people like us that don't like the mask, don't like the vax. I don't know any of us that have like screamed at people for getting the vax. We've been like, yeah, get it, it's fine, whatever, just leave me out of this.
They have a life, so they can go back to work, go back to school, go back to the fucking movies, maybe
But
watch.
they got the vax. They already got the vax,
I'm
and they
doing
already
all
got
those things.
Yeah, they got all those things.
Yeah.
And school's still closed, and the movies are still closed, and you still have to wear masks everywhere. And
Yeah, and I don't think the
everything
reason
sucks.
you're not getting movie roles is because of the vaccine or COVID, buddy.
Oh, you don't think they'd be making a Hellboy 3?
No, they already made a new Hellboy. They recast him.
They just want to roll all that shit back, not because they can win, because they can't. So they're just gonna fucking steal it.
Oh, the irony.
Is he implying that the Republicans are going to steal an election?
Also, are you trying to say that our election system doesn't have integrity?
Is that what
Mr.
he's
Perlman?
saying? Somebody should take away this old man's fucking Twitter account.
Seriously, this guy really needs to like lose his Twitter account for a while. If he's going to do that.
I'll be honest with you. That's kind of based if what he's saying, you know?
We're not going to rig the election, Ron. We're just going to fortify it.
Be honest. Is that not the most base thing that he's ever said, though? Like, you know, that the elections have no integrity. You're right. As a matter of fact, you know what I could do? I could put pit vipers on him. There you go. Just did. There he is. You'll see it on the others here, if you can see it. I put some pit vipers on him. He's rocking them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Fucking
Nice.
base. Fucking base.
Pretty based, Ron.
Yeah, I like it. I like where he's going with this.
The fucking election was rigged. We need to march.
Oh,
The
in
Discord people are being
Sacramento.
very mean. Check show links.
People are being mean to him?
I'm just catching the delay now. It looks so stupid.
I know, it does. It really does. Let me see. I can actually fix that. There we go. All right. Now we keep those pit vipers right here, and I'll check show links. Let's see. All right. Show links. That's mean, man. That's just him next to a gorilla. And by the way, I also like I Throw Rocks at Retards made a Paul Reiser 1956 to 2021 picture.
Oh, no.
You killed Paul Reiser.
I did. I killed Paul
Why?
Reiser. I didn't mean to.
All right, let's finish hearing this old man.
So yeah, they got, what is it? Recall?
Yes.
The elected governor of California?
Yes, it's something that a lot of actual states have where you're allowed to recall elected officials if they're doing a bad job.
Recall? Not win. Take.
How is it take if people are voting?
I don't know anymore.
Bro,
man.
he really does sound like
They changed the rules.
like a
all the time.
grandfather. He sounds like a grandfather.
Well, he is. Grandfather age. Look
That's
at him.
And what they want to give you in return for taking everything you have
Is what? Is what?
is nothing.
Seems fair.
Middle Ages. ISIS shit. See what they did in Texas?
What do they do in Texas?
You sound kind of
Fuck Roe
hysterical, sir.
versus Wade. You can't get an abortion in Texas anymore.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can get one if you want.
Yes, you can. You just have to get it in a timely fashion.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't do it lawfully. They just fucking did it.
Yes, they did do it lawfully.
It was literally the Supreme Court of the state, wasn't
It's
it?
a legislator, and it went to the actual Supreme Court of the country. Too.
Oh, there you go. So
That's doesn't get more lawfully than that.
That's the GOP. So if you're in California and you see this recall thing come in your mail, just vote no.
I won't be doing that.
You heard him, folks.
Mm-hmm.
If you get your recall ballot in the mail, vote yes.
Vote yes.
And then vote for Larry Elder.
Yeah, do that. Do that. Just
vote yes and vote Larry Elder. God, I want that. I want that. And again, is Larry Elder going to save California? No. But my God, to have them jack an election just a couple months ago, and then for their fucking president, for their entire White House staff to be falling apart right now, just imploding. They're gonna lose midterms like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I think.
And so. I honestly, I want to watch. I want to watch them blow it even faster and quicker than Trump did. I want to watch this whole thing fall apart, and I want to watch the left melting down. I want to watch Brooklyn Dad losing his fucking mind on Twitter.
He is one of Brooklyn Dad's posting Brooklyn Dad's L's account.
Kalinsky, I want to watch them all eating shit on Twitter. That's what I want. You know what? At this point, I think we're pretty much done as a fucking nation anyway. But my God, it would just to see. Hello, folks. I am Governor Larry Elder.
Oh my!
It would be it would be so great.
Well, tell me if this guy's onto something.
Plus, I want. Oh, sorry. Just gonna say. Plus, I also want to watch the left viciously and endlessly attack a self-made, successful black man
from Compton.
Jinx, a fucking self-made
fucking Compton.
I want to watch them go full. What was his name? Ben Carson. I want to see them go all Ben Carson on him, where they just start going, "Oh fuck you! Oh, who gives a shit that Uncle Tom?" And you're like, he's a doctor who grew up like in the South Poor, like really real like ghetto shit, and like became a heart surgeon, or no, what was he, a brain surgeon?
Yeah, neurosurgeon.
Ben Carson's a neurosurgeon, and they attacked him. I need to watch these people just cutting down Larry Elder, even though he's had a controversy-free career.
So check this out. So this is the problem, and actually I saw this on the news, but Night Before brings a good point. Right now they're saying Dianne Feinstein is doing worse than Biden if she was to leave office. And Larry Elder, if Larry Elder was governor, he would put a Republican senator in, and that would be a 49-51 rep to we can wish. Can you imagine that? Larry Elder gets in, and then he puts in a Republican senator because he could do that. Now check. Did you see?
They were throwing eggs at him 30 minutes ago. I just saw this news article. He got eggs thrown at him
by
Larry Elder,
a homeless guy in California. Yeah,
but it's just so funny. They're just like the optics are so bad. He's a black guy from Compton who.
Wait, let's add something even more, okay? Because you were talking about Ben Carson, right? Mm-hmm. From the South, and he grew up during segregation. From the South. I mean, come on. What they hate? They always talk about. Now used to. What was it? The black face of white supremacy.
But Ben Carson grew up in the lifestyle that they always like propagandize about, like, oh, he's poor blacks, and they like he literally was the epitome of like grew up basically like among sharecroppers, and went on to be a brain doctor. Jesus, dude.
So now you tell me, I don't know who this guy is because CNN has completely made this clip disappear, but tell me what you think, okay?
All right.
Israel is losing out. They're losing the media war despite their connections. They are losing the media war. The tide is turning.
What are their connections?
Deep pockets.
What does that mean?
Well, they're very influential people. I mean, they control media.
I mean, I would call that an anti-Semitic remark.
That's the clip.
Yes, thank you.
Frozen?
Frozen.
How we doing?
How we doing?
How we doing? Are you still on hold?
It's still been a month.
It's been
or
a
so.
month!
Jim hasn't
We've been in
responded, I
Vegas.
guess, because I'm not white. I don't know.
Have they not picked up since the whole time we were in Vegas?
Oh my god.
No.
It goes to show you, man. There's jobs.
I think you need a white person to call.
You know what it is? That's what it is. It's the stimulus and it's the rent freezes, man. The unemployment. These people just don't want to work. That call center used to, dude. During the Trump presidency, the base department had like 3 call centers filled to just packed to the gills.
But under the Biden administration, we outsourced it like everything else.
I know.
Hello, thank you for calling.
This is Ranjit calling, and tell me what is your best experience today?
So, do we want to check out how
We
Biden?
get some Biden stuff. Yeah, I miss this guy. It's been a week without him.
We got to check him out. All right, he's standing next to DJ Chucky Shoe. Here it is.
We are determined that we are going to deal with climate change and have zero emissions, net emissions by 2050.
Okay.
By 2020, make sure all our electricity is zero emissions.
So last year it's going to be zero emissions.
Can we? I have some bad news for him. Well, I get what you're saying, Joe. We could go back in time and do that, but then how much carbon emissions does the time machine produce?
Oh, dude, it runs exclusively on fossil fuel.
It's just easy. It's diesel fueled time machine.
It's fumes just flowing out of it. Yeah.
Like, you designed a time machine. Why is this running on diesel?
I'm telling you, I was telling you before the show, like they've leaked to the press now that like his aides won't watch him when he's on TV. They mute the TVs. They turn them off because they're all paranoid he's going to go off script and say something stupid.
We're going to be able to do these things, but we've got to move. We've got to move. And we've got to move the rest of the world. It's not just the United States of America.
Not just the United States of America.
He's doing good.
No, he's not doing good because then there's this. There's this funny joke that you're going to like.
Career. You've educated me. You brought me along, and you've always been there. Now I'm supposed to stop and walk out of the room here.
What?
He always says the part he's not supposed to say out loud.
He doesn't realize, like, now he's trying to assert himself and be like, yeah, I'm going to show them. I'm going to point out that I'm told to leave, but I don't, because I'm the, and it's like, no, you're to stop saying that you have people telling you what to do.
That's the problem.
You've educated me. You brought me along, and you've always been there. Now I'm supposed to stop and walk out of the room here.
But I've decided that I'm going to challenge the Deucey to an arm wrestling match. So get on up here, Deucey.
I'm going to stop.
You versus me, pal.
With your permission, I'm going to walk into the room because I want to say hello to him. Thank you.
It's the president of the.
I'm going to walk in the room so I can punch that son of a bitch Deucey right in his dick.
Well, look, you think that it's only the demon rats, as they say, that are pushing for climate change, for stopping climate change. Well, I'll have you know, Jeb Bush's family also is. Okay.
Oh,
you ready?
Sure.
Jeb Bush is on TikTok.
If you think conservatives should engage on climate change,
please clap.
He's owning it, bro. He's owning it.
Oh no.
He's owning the please clap. He's owning it.
Oh, Jeb.
This is worse. This is worse.
Jeb is the fucking just the worst Bush.
God, he is. I 100% agree he's the worst Bush that's ever been.
Like I get that his brother and his father are literal war criminals, but Jeb is just so cringe.
Yeah, but optics wise, he's the worst.
He's just the nerd of the crew, man.
Oh God. Please clap.
Please clap. Can I please
of
clap
course.
Again?
If you think conservatives should engage on climate change,
please clap.
Please clap.
So so technically he's a Republican. I mean, he's not. He was the worst governor we ever had too. But he is. These are the conservatives now, like Romney too, that get on their knees and they suck the left's dick. The left are trying to literally destroy this country, and they just suck their cocks.
Well, yeah, because they're all rich. Doesn't matter. None of this matters. It doesn't. None of this matters.
Just say Smith.
They're all part of the. They're all part of the same paradigm, man.
Well, guess what?
How does Anderson Cooper just look gayer every year?
I don't know, but the guy next to him looks like the fucking alien from Mac and Me.
What a reference.
Thank you. So the title of this video is White Supremacist Praise of Taliban Takeover Concerns U.S. Officials.
Well, wait. Can we change this headline to U.S. officials and media don't understand humor?
That's exactly it.
So they're mad because people were mixing like a white boy summer and shit over
based.
a bunch of dancing. Like,
yeah.
Do they not understand that we're laughing at the absurdity of that? None of us are happy that we just gave billions, tens of hundreds of billions of dollars of weapons to the Taliban. We're not happy about this. It's just we're just trying to make the best of it, man, with our stupid TikToks.
Well, Anderson, this was a call that was done with law enforcement from the state and local governments. And John Cohen, who's the top intelligence official at the Homeland Security Department, raised the concern that there were these domestic groups, white extremists, white supremacists and domestic extremist groups that are anti-government, obviously, who take some inspiration from what they believe the Taliban was able to accomplish.
Well, you should be happy about that because currently, right now, our government is working with the Taliban and we're giving them money. So, actually, you want to know the difference between the Taliban and white supremacist groups? Our government actively works with the Taliban.
A small group.
That's true.
We've come a long way in 20 years, huh?
Our government is actively working with the Taliban.
A much smaller group, less armed, is able to defeat essentially a much better armed military. In this
case. If we only had another historical reference when a small group was able to destroy a well-armed military. Has that ever happened before, I wonder?
There was this country called Afghanistan.
The United States. And so they believe that this is something that perhaps U.S. Extremists could do here in this country, that they could use the same model that the Taliban was able to do.
Nobody's saying that seriously. These people try to... What's happening is the Biden administration and the left in general have taken this huge L on Afghanistan, right? It's the biggest L that's probably happened in 20 years, for military-wise, I mean, right? And now they're trying to still find us because you know that Zucker was sitting there with all these fucking assholes and was like, how do we turn this into a white supremacy thing? How do we make one of the biggest military failures that's ever happened in this country into a white supremacist thing?
Yeah, exactly. And then you're like, oh, we found a TikTok video where the Taliban guys are dancing and somebody remixed the Go-Go's Vacation over it. This is enough evidence.
Which is so funny.
You know what I mean? It's like, no, it's just funny.
It's hilarious.
We're just trying to make the best of a bad situation here.
Here in this country to defeat the U.S. government.
So what level of danger are law enforcement agencies actually expecting? I mean,
Zero. There is no level of danger. What do you think? It's going to be an army of unarmed Ashley Babbitts that are going to come after you?
Oh, God, that sounds terrifying. Shoot them.
Is this, how serious are they about this?
Well, it's serious enough that Cohen mentioned this on a call that Argentina fans...
Cohen.
Who did?
Cohen.
Who did?
Cohen.
Was able to obtain, a copy of... And look, this is something that they believe...
A copy of what? Don't do that. No.
Maintain a copy of it.
No. You see what he did there? You know what I mean? Like, you got a copy of it doesn't matter. Look, the point is,
copy of
it. You know what I mean? Like, just all this demonizing of people based on, he got over his hands on I don't know what. Look, the point is that these white people are bad.
they've seen trend lines dating back to before January 6th. Some of these extremists obviously were present at the U.S. Capitol on that day, and they believe that this is the kind of thing that could essentially encourage some of the same activity that we saw on January 6th. So it's a very concerning thing that they want law enforcement to be on the lookout for.
So is the praise of, or I don't know if they know this level of detail, but is the praise they have of the Taliban, is it based on their ideology at all, or is it?
It's jokes. Oh my God. 99.9% of this are people fucking around and saying things like, based. They're not letting women drive. That's so based. It's people fucking joking. And you know what the worst part is?
Oh, dude, shooting women protesters, fucking based, right?
You know what the funny part is? Is that what bothers me is that if they were stupid, all right, they're stupid. But this is worse because they know they're joking. Like, they are aware these people are joking, and they don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I know. It's so dishonest, and it's these people aren't scared. It's the same thing with COVID. People aren't scared of COVID. Nobody's actually terrified of it, right? Except for like some retards that bought the grift. But none of these media type, like nobody who's in the know is particularly terrified of it. They know. They know this, everything we're living is a fucking lie. Everyone knows it.
Yeah, exactly. And I like one of the fucking Vanderbilts talking to me about what white supremacy is. Fucking.
You see that creepy picture of him as a kid?
Which one?
Creepy one in like the bed with like the weird dolls and shit.
No, but I believe it.
Fucking weird shit, man. Those Vanderbilts are weird.
On the fact that a force of some 75,000 or so Taliban was able to, over the course of admittedly 20 years, once the U.S. was going to pull out, defeat the Afghan government.
Did you hear what he just said? That that Taliban, over a course of 20 years, was able to defeat the Afghan government. No, they didn't do it over 20 years. They did it over a long weekend.
No, they didn't even do it over a long weekend. They didn't take it over. The Afghan military just handed it back to the Taliban. They didn't even want it. They wanted the Taliban back. And it wasn't even, like, I understand that it wasn't a democratic election and we didn't go to the ballots or whatever, but, like, culturally, Afghanis have always, it's what the Ba'ath Party is in Iraq and Syria. There's certain parties that have a history of having respect from the people. And, people keep saying that the Taliban beat the Afghan army. They barely fought. Most of the Afghan army just joined the Taliban again and went, all right, president's gone. Let's get back
because
to
a
work.
lot of the military people, when you actually talk to them, the people, the boots on the ground, for example, will go like, you had to get the Afghan army to do, like, missions before you paid them. Because if you paid them, they would just leave. This was just a paycheck for them. That's all it was.
Yeah, I mean, some of this is based on the monitoring of some of these forums where these
monitoring of some of these forums, eh?
People are talking about this. There's another group, Site Intelligence, which has monitored some Telegram channels that are used by Proud Boys who are praising.
A crack team of intelligence agents.
I'm done. I'm done. You think the Proud Boys, the fucking perpetual clowns that are the fucking Proud Boys? Really? The Proud Boys have more Mexicans in them than Texas. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, and if the Proud Boys really are terrorists, then can't the U.S. government finally be a little bit more consistent and, I don't know, give the Proud Boys $300 billion worth of Black Hawk helicopters and some machine guns?
Now that's a white boy summer.
The Taliban obviously for their anti-Semitism, but Anderson, it goes beyond that because obviously we have tens of thousands of Afghans who are being resettled in this country as refugees. Obviously, some of these people were working with U.S. forces, and they're being settled around the country. The concern that the Homeland Security Department has, as well as the FBI, is that those refugees could then become targets of some of these groups.
Oh, that's the
not only about being
that's clearly what we should be concerned about in bringing in Arabs whose country we've been blowing up for 20 years that might be angry at us. We're gonna bring them in here. We're gonna pay them money. We're gonna give them free housing, free food. But the concern is that they're gonna be targets of violence. Holy shit! We have gaslit ourselves into psychosis.
Unbelievable.
Government, but also anti-refugee, because there's this whole, on the right, there is a whole view of this great.
What happened to us?
They're talking about the Great Replacement Theory, which is my favorite this year.
There is a whole view of this great replacement theory, right? It's a conspiracy theory that the
It's not a conspiracy theory. I will show you tweets of verified people on Twitter saying, good, there's less white people are being born. Good, that's awesome. We're going to take over. Fuck you. We really are going to replace you. It's not a conspiracy theory if you guys are cheering. You guys 10 years ago said Deep State was a conspiracy theory. Now you're saying it's fucking real. Fuck all these people. I'm really sick of these people.
The U.S. government has some plan to replace white citizens with people from other countries.
Which is what you're doing.
Are! They're bringing in half of Mexico.
95,000 Afghans.
And before that, the Somalis, they let into fucking Michigan. That is what's happening because those people are going to vote. And eventually, whether legally or not, are going to vote for you. And you know it.
And you hear this not only in those channels, of course, also on Fox News. You hear a lot of this this sentiment.
Fox News. They're talking specifically of Tucker, by the way, because he's the only one that even hints at that, and he's being
literally
truthful.
said it.
Yeah, he has
outright said it.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. They're not trying to destroy white people history. Hey, here's a video of them taking down the Robert E. Lee statue in Richmond, Virginia. Even the crane operators that are cheering for this. That's a piece of history.
There, I mean, it just that we don't. That's it. Like we don't have any more. There's no more. There's not enough people left that have any reverence for history or their culture or their country to prop up the rest of us. Like there's just not.
Well, you know, their argument is always, yeah, we don't put statues up of losers. Says the same people that want to put up statues of Chief running with bull. You know, the Native Americans are fucking losers, but we have to suck their dicks and we took their land, right? They're losers too.
Can I just? I'm sorry, but there will be lag in the chat. Yeah. Said Robert E. Lee was a big man. No,
he's a thick boy. He was a thick boy. You know what this was? You know why there's that horse? Because this is when Robert E. Lee conquered that what's that Asian restaurant that has the big horses outside?
No, that's not what happened. You don't know history that well. Asian restaurant. Look, I'm pretty sure they made the statue bigger than the actual guy.
People were just bigger back then.
Yeah. You know what though? That you got to figure that is a good bit. That's a good like dad joke. You know, like just every time you see a statue, you're like, wow. Like Robert,
that's amazing.
Yeah, like Moses Cleveland was a huge guy.
No, this is like, actually a statue of when Robert E. Lee conquered P.F. Chang's. It was the Battle of P.F. Chang's. It was the Battle of P.F. Chang's.
And it literally completely erupted over missing sauce packets.
Frozen, you're Asian, is that correct?
I think so.
The Battle of P.F. Chang's.
Fortunately, we lost that, so I don't want to.
By the way, I got to say this. True Wolf in the chat says, who cares? We'll make new history. No, you won't.
No,
You're going to get murdered.
I love the who cares.
We're all going to get murdered is what's going to happen.
I think
I love when all the tough boogie boys come out and they'll be like,
he was kidding.
yeah, man.
I think he was kidding.
Well, I don't. Sometimes some of these guys say shit that makes me go, "Oh, that's not." Come on.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, take down a piece of history.
We're all gonna get murdered by brown people, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Or trans robots and shit. Like,
Jesus Christ. This is where we are now.
we're all dead.
Oh, God, in Richmond, Virginia, huh? But what about Lindsey Graham?
Is he still a gay guy?
It's hard to overstate the damage the Biden administration has done to the United States over the past couple of weeks. They abandoned hundreds of American citizens in Afghanistan, including school children, even as they imported thousands of unvetted Afghan tribesmen into the United States.
I love that he called them tribesmen. I know
It's a little.
he's technically right, but you're not supposed to say tribesmen, but that's hilarious.
And then on the way out, as one final insult, they armed the Taliban.
Oh, base! White Boy Summer! Oh, no, we're on a watch list.
What's up with the Taliban's new swag, right?
Bro, the Taliban has whiter people than we do.
But they've got like a new swag.
Oh,
They
yeah.
got like new clothes. They got, it's not just the guns and the equipment we gave them, but like they got new swag.
Yeah, they're killing it, dude.
Of its size in the world. It's all beyond belief. Most people are stunned by it. But we've got to be honest and tell you that the Biden administration didn't do this alone. They've had a lot of help over a very long time from the reckless neoconservatives who run our foreign policy
Name one.
establishment. The main reason Americans were
I think
so
he's about
shocked
to.
Oh, okay.
by the fall of Kabul last week is that for years people in Washington have been lying to them about it and telling them everything in
Oh, bullshit. It's not like a bunch of papers called the Afghan papers came out and proved that they've been lying to us for 20 years.
It's like we've known for years though that the
Yeah.
only thing that keeps the peace in that country, in those countries, is us. Like
Yeah.
when we're there, people don't fuck around when it's like U.S. Marines riding around, but as soon as we leave, it always turns into shit again.
Afghanistan is just fine. It's improving, forever improving. Our sacrifice is well worth it. Our strategy is successful. Just keep sending us money and young soldiers, and we will make the world safe for America.
Sounds
for
good.
decades, that's
Where do I sign up?
what they've told us. One of the main mouthpieces for these lies has been Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina.
And let me tell you something. I'm very good with my mouth.
Graham identifies as a Republican, but his views in real life
Identifies as a Republican is actually a really good line.
are indistinguishable from, say, Tony Blinken's or Mark Milley's. Graham's real constituents are in permanent Washington, not in South Carolina. We've pulled together tonight 3 representative sound bites that tell you the story of Lindsey Graham's personal responsibility for the debacle now on display in Afghanistan. Here's the first of them. This is from 12 years ago. In it, Graham explains that as an Obama superfan, he is totally in favor of sending 35,000 more troops to fight a
Good.
pointless war,
Good.
despite the fact he knows perfectly well that many of them will die. Watch.
When it comes to Afghanistan, I am completely supportive of the President-elect's decision to send 35,000 troops into Afghanistan.
Neocon's gonna neocon. Always. Always.
They're needed. I would like every American to know that not only are the troops needed, unfortunately, casualties are likely to increase.
Hey, am I the only one that misses old shutter cameras though? Like during
I do.
press conferences?
We've lost a lot in the last 20 years.
And shutter cameras might be one of
the
the
little
biggest.
things, shutter cameras, and yeah, man.
But we have a game plan in Afghanistan that I think justifies the expenditures of blood and treasure that's about to come.
Okay, good.
What?
Nuzzling with Obama, telling us that unfortunately casualties will increase, but we have a game plan in Afghanistan that I think justifies the expenditures of blood and treasure. So now's the moment to ask, really, Lindsey Graham, what exactly was that, quote, game plan? And at what point did you realize that it wasn't working?
2002.
Well, if Graham ever knew that his plans were failing, somehow he forgot to mention it to the rest of us.
3 months into the war when Osama bin Laden fled into Pakistan.
We're like, what are we doing here? He's not even he's not even here.
By the way, guys, 3 months.
He's not even here.
Within 3 months of 9/11, he slipped into Pakistan through those mountains, and we just kept dropping daisy cutters on the mountains.
to the country. So here he is 2 years later telling us that we're really, really close to winning in Afghanistan.
We are.
And not just in Afghanistan, but also in Tunisia, Egypt, Libya, Syria, and Yemen.
All places that are doing way better now.
This clip is hard to watch, but please.
Because Lindsey Graham is sucking a dick while doing it.
Make yourself.
We're on the verge, in my view, of turning this thing around.
Now, when I joined the Carnegie Endowment, I'm not going to lie to you, I thought it was something else. But look, hey, I'm here, y'all.
Yeah, I thought it was a gay sex thing. I didn't realize it was a globalist organization. But I do enjoy power as much as I enjoy gay sex.
I am a power bottom.
See,
They're
Afghanistan.
like, Senator, don't worry. There'll still be gay sex later, afterwards. And
Oh, nice.
Tunisia, Egypt, Libya, Syria, Yemen is incredible opportunity
Listen to that killer's row.
to change the world for the better. If we as Congress.
Hey, this was like, years and years and years ago. But how is Libya? Libya is still doing
It's
good,
doing
right?
well.
Gaddafi
It's
was-
doing well.
You haven't gone after Syria.
Yemen's popping.
Yeah, so I think I think there's something to be said about people thinking, like all these conspiracy theories. And by the way, for people that are asking if that's Todd Chrisley, no, Todd Chrisley has some integrity.
Yeah, at least he pretends to have a wife.
Yeah, at least he actually has. You know what? At least he's a father and a husband.
Yes, good point.
Say whatever you want about him.
Accelerate the withdrawal schedule because it's popular at home. We will undercut all the gains we have made.
Good.
So the beauty of videotape is it lives forever. That was 10 years ago. Afghanistan, Tunisia, Egypt, Libya, Syria, Yemen. Lindsey Graham described them all as little laboratories to test his theories. All those places still exist. They're still countries. The question is, how are they now?
Jim Edward is calling him confirmed bachelor Lindsey Graham.
Yes, the old confirmed bachelor.
Now, has any one of those countries been improved by Lindsey Graham's game plan? That's a good.
I was going to say gay plan. Lindsey Graham's gay plan.
Good question. You have to ask the people who live in those countries, many of whom have since fled as refugees to Germany and Sacramento, California.
Unfortunately, we don't speak Ooga Booga, so I'm not really sure.
Lindsey Graham himself has not weighed in on the results of his game plan. He doesn't
Because it's not a delicious cock, Tucker.
like to look backward. Reflections suggest.
Oh, he likes to look backward. I promise you that. Over his shoulder.
Accountability. If there's one thing Lindsey Graham is strongly opposed to, it's
pussy.
Pussy.
Strongly opposed to pussy.
That. Instead, by this spring, Lindsey Graham had dropped the talk of winning the war against terrorism or bringing democracy to the great unwashed. Those were yesterday's goals. The new justification for keeping troops in Afghanistan was the...
They look so sexy in the little uniforms.
Plus, I could just fly over there and, anything goes in Afghanistan.
Fight for global feminism. We've sent Marines to Kabul to tear down the patriarchy, Lindsey Graham told us. Keep in mind that Lindsey Graham said this with a straight face right into the camera.
Well, none of his faces are straight faces. Okay.
Was Graham a Epstein Island guy?
No, he actually wasn't. He wasn't on the flight log.
Camera.
And here's the saddest of all.
You want to know why? He's a daddy chaser. He likes the silver foxes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a better chance of catching him in the villages. With all the wrinkled balls in his mouth.
St. Pete Beach.
Yeah, baby.
News. As difficult as Afghanistan has been and will be, things have changed. I went over right after the fall of the Taliban. Today, there are over 6 million women who've been educated. Kabul is a very commerce-driven
Love that number.
It's always 6 million.
Everything is 6 million.
Weird.
area. People can sing and dance and live their lives without the oppression that the Taliban brought on them.
Ooh, he's been going there for 20 years.
Yeah, I bet he has.
We're sad to tell you tonight that Lindsey Graham's dream has died. The last gender studies class in Afghanistan has shuttered its doors. Everyone in that country is now thoroughly binary. So the question is, was the whole experiment
Damn,
worth
that was a fucking...
That was hard. He came in hard with that one.
That was brutal.
Yeah.
it? We'd love to know what Lindsey Graham thinks about that. You see him on television quite a bit, all the time, on his never-ending fundraising tour. I'm a conservative, send me money! It's political televangelism. But weirdly, Lindsey Graham won't come on this show, and that's a shame because it would...
Why, Tucker? You seem to be so nice.
Yeah, you seem to be really so supportive of him.
...be a worthwhile conversation for everyone. The invitation remains open.
Hey, Sean...
Much like Lindsey Graham's butthole.
Yeah, I think you're going to have a fucking better chance at finding Lindsey Graham knee-deep in some pussy.
Oh, yeah, that guy crushes, dude. He's got a crush puss, you know? He's always shown up with chicks to the Palm in D.C. You know it. Eric Fitzpatrick bought a beer. Since I tested positive for COVID and have no symptoms at all, it is amazing to me that when I tell people, they go, well, when you get better, you should go get the vaccination. Get better from what? I'm fine. Scarface bought a beer. Fuck Robert E. Lee. He's only one of America's greatest strategic generals to ever live and gave his own land to be a national cemetery at Arlington to honor the dead American soldiers. What a piece of shit!
You know, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I actually forgot that Arlington was actually his land.
It was his land, yes.
What a piece of
You know what they should do? They should pull up all those soldiers from there because they're on racist land, right?
I love how they always go like, well, fuck the Confederates. They shouldn't have been honored. Why? You know, they were traitors and blah, blah, blah.
And
it's
losers.
like- and then they were like, you know, they always shit on Confederates. And it's like, we should have killed them all or whatever. And you're like, so we shouldn't have had what was one of the most successful reconciliations after a civil war ever? Like, say whatever you want. I mean, you know.
Lincoln offered him to be a general. Remember that? Lincoln offered him to be one of his generals. He says, no, I'm good.
Like, it's like, but then like to surrender and then come back and go like, all right, I'm gonna build a giant cemetery for all the boys. It's like, all right, that's kind of like fucking
He didn't care either. He goes Yankee or Confederate. He didn't care. He was like, it's for all the Americans, all of them.
That's what I mean. That's pretty baller. And then of course they're just like, fuck them, they're traitors. And you're like, Robert E. Lee is a better American than any of you, me, or any of us will ever be. You know what I mean? So what are you talking about? Fuck that guy. Probably. And then, like, wasn't Robert E. Lee one of the guys that didn't like slavery?
Yeah, well, there was a lot of people that fought for the Confederacy. They didn't like slavery, but they were fighting for state rights. And there was a lot of people in the North that were fine with slavery, but, you know, they were fighting for their side. You know, I know Civil Wars, they always say it's about slavery, it's about slavery. It was really more about state rights. Oh, you want to see 18-year-old Ted Cruz?
Oh boy.
Is that like sweat on my butt? No. Oh, I see. What you want me to do? What I want to do in life? Well, my aspiration is to, I don't know, be in a teen tit film like that guy who played Horatio.
Being a teen tit film, and the guy who played Horatio.
You know, he was in Malibu Bikini Beach Shop. Well, other than that, take over the world domination, rule everything, rich, powerful, that sort of stuff.
Okay, that's very funny.
Yeah.
But the thing is like, I guess this is like people trying to make him look bad.
Yeah, make him look bad, yeah.
But this just makes him look like he was a cool kid.
And then they do this.
Crazy think Ted's gonna rule the world one day? I hope not.
This was all tongue-in-cheek jokes.
Like, they just took a video where I'm like, wow, Ted Cruz was kind of a Chad, and his dad seems like a sweet man.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You nailed him.
Oh.
Don't we all say shit like that as kids?
Of course.
By the way, yeah, Dorothy in the chat says same thing. Typical 20-year-old white guy. Exactly. Like, they're acting like, oh, look, see that? See these evil guys? You're like, that's what all young guys, like, what are you going to do, man? I'm going to take over the fucking world, baby. World's my oyster. Woo, yeah.
Here you have...
Patton Oswalt, what's he been up to?
Well, this is actually Australia. And
this guy kill his wife?
This is the Australian Premier Dan Andrews. He plans to lock out unvaccinated citizens. And
why do Australian politicians all have names that sound like ESPN anchors?
You like this?
To protect the health system, we've got everybody locked down. We're going to move to a situation where, to protect the health system, we're going to lock out people who are not vaccinated and can be.
We're going to be locking out unvaccinated people from the health system.
If you're making the choice not to get vaccinated, then you're making the wrong choice.
Okay.
You're making the wrong choice. And for safety's sake, and for back to that point about how much work our nurses have to do, as
What about the nurses that want to get vaccinated?
this becomes absolutely a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
So now it's just we're locking you out of society. You've made the wrong choice.
Correct.
And we open everything up, it's not going to be safe for people who are not vaccinated to be roaming around the place spreading the virus. That's what they'll be doing.
That's right, because you can infect us vaccinated people who are far more likely to die.
There's every reason to get vaccinated. And there are appointments available, and there'll be even more appointments available throughout September, October, November. Let's get to those thresholds as fast as we possibly can. But yes, there's going to be a vaccinated economy, and you get to participate in that if you are vaccinated. Now, that's not right now because of...
So you're not going to be allowed to participate or make money if you don't get vaccinated?
Here it is, man. That's just straight
a
up.
vaccinated economy?
Of course, there's many more people who want to get vaccinated than we actually can get through the system. But we're going to get to a point where everybody who can get vaccinated will have been offered the chance to do so. And we are not going to have a situation, well, at least not in Victoria, where we lock the whole place down to protect people who won't protect themselves.
But that's fine. Here's the thing, though. The people that want to get vaccinated, they don't care if you lock down. This mentality of ask unvaccinated people who want the vaccine, well, should we lock down? 99% will tell you, no, don't lock down. I don't give a fuck. They're making it seem like they're locking down because they're trying to protect unvaccinated people. There's going to be a vaccinated economy. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. But remember something. Alex Jones is a crazy person and globalism isn't real.
I mean, this is bad. I mean, I knew Australia was getting bad.
But this is like weird, like dystopian levels now, right?
I mean, Aussies are going to have to do something.
All right. Well, how about a local Florida story for you?
They've showed a little piss and vinegar before. Now they really got to step it up.
How about a local Florida story for you?
All right.
A serious standoff in Pinellas County this weekend included a sight that left Florida deputies scratching their heads, to say the least. This here on the right side of your screen is 28-year-old Jessica Elizabeth Smith of Boston, Massachusetts, who authorities say in the middle of that standoff with an armed teenager drove through that area, the active scene, on a golf cart, completely naked.
It's Florida for you. Bravo.
She's from Boston, though, but she was here.
So there was an armed standoff going on that was at that point had nothing to do with her.
Right, and this has nothing to do with her, but she drove through the armed standoff in a golf cart completely naked.
I mean, did she help? It sounds like she might have helped de-escalate the situation.
Yeah, because everyone's going to look at this. By the way, pretty good looking chick.
Literally all the cops, everybody's got guns out, and everyone just stops and they're like, Nice. Like even the fucking purpose, like, yeah, it's nice.
Right,
nice, right?
Nice fellas, huh? Yeah. Awesome.
All right, get on the ground. Everybody goes right back there.
In the affidavit that WFLA has, deputies say that she had absolutely nothing to do with the standoff. She had no reason to be there, but repeatedly ignored commands.
I'm sorry. Play that again, because that's what makes it right there.
It's choosing to drive.
All right.
This guy, by the way, this
a
JB
serious
Bruno,
standoff.
Yeah.
I've been watching this guy because he does a lot of the YouTube stuff.
Yeah, he's
for
our YouTube
WFLA.
guy. Yeah.
Like before they even, like if they have regular scheduled programming or whatever, but a breaking story happens, they have this little studio now that this JB Bruno guy runs to.
It's like a podcasting studio.
Yeah, and it's like whenever there's a breaking thing, he just runs in and he's like, and I don't know why, but this JB guy's growing on me. I've seen him do some other news stories, and he's kind of funny. I got to hear the description.
In Pinellas County this weekend included a sight that left Florida deputies scratching their heads, to say the least. This here on the right side of your screen is 28-year-old Jessica Elizabeth Smith of Boston, Massachusetts, who authorities say in the middle of that standoff with an armed teenager drove through that area, the active scene, on a golf cart, completely naked. In the affidavit that WFLA has, deputies say that she had absolutely nothing to do with the standoff. She had no reason to be there, but repeatedly ignored commands to leave the scene.
She ignored commands to leave.
I love this place.
Tell me why you don't like Florida. Explain to me why you don't like Florida. Even during an armed standoff, you can see titties.
This really is like one of the more. This is one of the most Florida stories ever.
Fuck.
To drive naked through the active standoff situation. She was eventually arrested there in Dunedin, and deputies say that she did smell of alcohol.
I mean, of course, you're gonna do that.
I know,
but
but
a couple drinks.
No. But yes, you smell like alcohol. I get it, but she smells like alcohol completely naked. So you know it was coming from her pores. You know, it wasn't like alcohol on her clothes.
And where did she get the golf cart?
I mean, it's Florida. They just give those out.
Sure, they're just they're all over the place.
Where was
like
it? Dunedin? Oh, there's probably some sort of golf resort there. You know, Dunedin is a good chance. Holy fuck! I love this place.
Yeah, she's great. I like her.
Dude, she rules.
She sounds
Last
fun.
of the standoff, you can read the latest on what we have. The latest.
I don't care about the stand. Do you understand that this takes
on what happened
that this
between
takes
the
the
armed
fire
team and deputies here on
completely
WFLA.com.
out of the standoff? Nobody cares about the standoff now. Now it's all about this chick. It's all about naked chick.
She had nothing to do with the situation.
Welcome back. And also, I got something for you, and I have a question for you. This story doesn't even really matter, but I want you to see. Oh, hold on. I'll play the commercial real quick. Give me a second.
You should play the whole commercial.
No, check it out. Tell me what you think, because I know you like black chicks. Okay, something caught my eye on WFLA.
The health equity report of Hillsborough County has determined our area has not achieved health equity.
This means not everybody has fair and equal access to quality health care. And this week's For the Culture, Deanne takes a look at the data and the possible solutions, Deanne.
Now I want you to take a look. I'm because I know you're the expert here.
Okay.
What are we thinking?
She's cute.
Let me see what her name is so Frozen can find her.
Hey, good morning.
What name did they say? Let's see.
And equal access to quality health care. And this week's For the Culture, Deanne takes a look at the data and the
Deanne from WFLA Frozen. See what you can find.
Okay, yeah, she's yeah.
Possible
I had to put her on the. I had to put her on the big screen to get it.
The problem to me is the nose.
She does have a very.
But everything
black
else,
nose.
everything else.
Yeah, you can get a nose job.
Yeah, everything else though.
Yeah, that's not bad.
This, Mike. You know what? This is perfect because if you do her, you'll be doing it for the culture.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's talk about. Mike is the great replacement theory.
Yeah, and plus then I get to use the N-word.
Mike, be honest. You use it anyway.
Yeah, I know.
I just went to Vegas with you.
but then I am allowed to.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Now somebody says the white anchor looked better. Is really? I don't know, man. I don't know.
A couple pictures. Yeah.
Did you find any Frozen?
Frozen found a few. Yeah, she.
Is that her?
Show links.
Oh. Ooh. All right.
Yeah,
all
she
right.
could get it. Ooh, look at her in Ybor, huh?
Yeah, hanging out.
Hanging out in Ybor.
Let's see her. Let's see her hanging out in Ybor.
Yeah.
Would that make you a race trader?
By tequilas.
Race trader.
I wouldn't care. I absolutely wouldn't care. I would tell you this: if I was fucking her, I would absolutely couldn't care less what some fucking people in chat rooms say.
Fair point. Fair point. Yeah. And this is compared to the white reporter. Yeah, I think the black one's better in this case. Look at the comparison.
Black one is hotter. White one's hot, though.
White one's hot. No. Hey, absolutely. Not saying she's not.
Yeah.
But
back to objectifying news anchors.
The white
I
one's
love doing.
The white one's in Clearwater, I think.
That looks like Clearwater.
Looks like
Beach.
Clearwater. She's in Clearwater. Yeah, I mean, we'll go with this one. I'm going to go with this one. And I know that's more your thing than mine, but even still.
Yeah, the black chick is far superior.
Have you
Do
seen...
I stop?
Yeah, you're good. Have you seen the trailer for the new documentary that's coming out? The All Gas No Brakes is guys doing an actual documentary on Chet Hanks.
Oh, really?
Have
Nice.
You seen the trailer?
No.
Okay. Try not to laugh.
Okay.
I was hooking up with this chick. One day, she was on the phone with her family in Jamaica, and she was really in the middle of a heated conversation. Tell that pussy clot get him in all. I really had no idea what the fuck she was saying. And her friend said, "Fi me picnic in the car with me so I can't chat." I'm like, what? Wow. So wait, break that down. So then she started breaking down a lot of shit. I'm like, how do you say this? John no star. How do you say that? Up like 7.
Up like 7.
And she was just telling me how to say different shit. So for a week, I was really on a Jamaican tip. And that just happened to be the week of the Golden Globe.
I figured it out. Chet Hanks is basically if Mersh was born into the Hanks family. No, think about it. Kind of base, doesn't want the vaccine, loves black chicks. Dude, you're Chet Hanks. You're not famous Chet Hanks.
That's not.
Tell me I'm wrong.
That's not fair.
It's might not be fair, but it is accurate.
I don't have shitty tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
and what else?
That's about it.
Okay. So the tattoos are what separate Mersh from Chet Hanks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck.
To say different shit. So for a week, I was really on a Jamaican tip. And that just happened to be the week of the Golden Globes.
Big up, tune in. At the Golden Globes. He did that at the Golden Globes. Tune in.
I had Jamaicans blowing up my Instagram. Respect, General. Come to the island. You know what I mean? The Jamaican people showed me the most love, hands down. But then you got all these social justice warriors in America saying that I'm a fucking villain.
How do you feel about the idea of cultural appropriation overall?
I don't fucking know, dude. If I'm interested in fucking bullfighting, I can fly to Spain and go watch a bullfight. And if I want to go talk to a matador and say, "Hey, bro, can you teach me how to fucking fight the bulls?" And he's like, "Hell yeah, bro. Here, put this on." He's stoked that I'm stoked, right? Some asshole out there is gonna say I'm fucked up because I'm culturally appropriating the matador culture. But I'm not even like mad.
He's not wrong.
Though, because all these haters, they're on the way out, dude. There's more people that fuck with what the fuck I'm saying.
Yeah.
Than people that are angry about what the fuck y'all talking about, and that's a motherfucking fact.
Big up the whole island, them man.
Just don't do that.
He looks so different with long hair.
Just don't do that. Just don't do that.
You can tell he got super bummed when the Heidecker crew just robbed him.
Yep.
And now he just grew his hair. I don't care anymore.
Don't even do that.
Why not?
You just need to practice before you go on like a stage like that.
Big up the youth, them?
No, don't do that, dude.
He sounded Indian. He sounded Indian in that one.
I also love that Chet Hanks is going, the creator of White Boy Summer is going like, don't do that. You're embarrassing. You're embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing yourself, sir.
You're hurting White Boy Summer.
Yeah, dude.
How did I do it wrong? I don't understand.
Big up, say it with passion, bro. Big up the youth, them.
Big up the youth, them. I think we almost sounded the same.
I think Andrew did it a little better. Can you coach him through this?
This is starting to stress me out.
Breaking.
I need to see this now.
This documentary is going to be amazing. I actually am looking forward to it. No, don't do that.
I'm just glad Chet's getting some love, man.
Fuck yeah.
I think he just signed to a new label too, so we're gonna get some.
Yeah,
Chet
I think
Hanks
Death Row.
albums. That would be fantastic. Relaunch Death Row with Chet Hanks, baby.
So this guy's acne
God.
medication gave him vitiligo.
What?
And alopecia.
What?
I have Tourette syndrome, a very severe adverse reaction to medication. It took the hair, it took my skin, my fingernails, my toenails. It almost took my life, honestly.
But his credit score went up.
messed up my confidence.
It's actually heartbreaking. Now I feel bad.
Why?
Because he was like a normal, good-looking guy. Like,
Yeah, but now he's one of the albinos from the Matrix movies.
Oh man, this is...
Oh, you disgusting. You ugly. I really had to build up everything that was Kurt again.
Oh, this is heartbreaking. I feel bad, man.
Why do you feel bad? I don't get it. I think it looks cool.
No, it does. It does.
You don't think he looks cool?
He looks like an Oblivion character.
Now you're being mean. That's what I wanted.
Like the human version of a cow.
Stop.
Clumsy Martian said he didn't vote for Biden.
Yeah, he ain't black.
I tried to warn you, man.
Why'd you listen to me, man?
Everybody treats me like I'm some kind of idiot.
Oh, fuck.
And look at certain things.
They're calling him a precog.
Okay, that's really mean.
When I looked at myself, I was like, oh my God. It was.
Now he's a model.
Moloch from X-Men.
Okay, stop. You're being mean.
Such a peaceful feel. Like I literally saw me.
Cops pull him over. They don't know what to do with him.
Yeah, they're just like, I don't know, shoot it.
I guess.
It was like a full rash. Basically, anywhere you see this, it was where basically it was. It ain't just.
Oh, dude, that's really bad, man. For real.
Vitiligo.
He looks like a roasted pig.
Alopecia. It's dress syndrome.
It's like an undercooked chicken wing.
All three. We wrapped them into one. What DRESS syndrome stands for is drug reaction with epiphilia to systemic syndrome. I wasn't born with it. It came from taking an acne medication where it basically gave me a rash that covered my entire body.
Watch it. Maybe he took the vaccine.
It took the hair, it took my skin, it took my fingernails, it took my toenails. I'm going back and forth to my primary physician, and I was going back and forth to the dermatologist that prescribed me the medicine at the time. The entire time, I was kind of hiding from my mom, so called her, and she showed up to my house.
When he made that phone call to me, I said, do you need me to come? And he said, yes, would you please?
High school graduation.
It was almost
Frozen, why did you give me this? This is making me sad.
Yeah, I'm sad.
I didn't give you this one.
like
Who found this one?
weird, you know?
I don't want to make fun of this guy. I feel really bad.
Yeah, I don't want to make fun.
Maybe he just wanted to be part of White Boy Summer really, really bad.
This guy, fuck, dude.
Then you shouldn't take a look at show links because I made a comparison.
Don't do it.
I want to make fun of people whose lives are terrible because of their own bad
Well, then you're
decisions.
going to love this one.
I tell people that I have dentures. They want to see the implants. They want to see what I look like without my teeth.
Oh, God.
I began TikTok about a year ago. The comments I get that are negative are troll comments. You should be burned at the stake. This is deceptive.
So this is the one who's really ugly, but she does these makeup tutorials to fool men.
You're a liar.
Is this more up your alley, Mersh?
You're catfishing. I started out doing this to help myself heal and to see how far I could
You know, it's crazy what like makeup and some veneers do, or in this case, fake teeth.
get with my own self-acceptance, and it turned into something much
That's why I don't.
That was meth, by the way. This wasn't like she had some terrible disease.
Oh no,
this was meth.
This was meth.
than I ever thought possible.
And then the thing is, like, you know,
look at her with makeup on. Look at the difference.
But that's why. Listen, this is why I don't trust. I don't trust this new era of like James Charles tranny makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Like where they go over the top with like if a chick looks like she's kind of hot just because she's in her 20s and not that, you know, she's not fat, she's in her 20s, but the you notice that the hair and eyelashes and the makeup and the big makeup lines and stuff, don't trust it because it's a fucking mess under there. There's a reason why trans people rely heavily on this. Like, you know, like the everybody that says like, oh yeah, that tranny's pretty passable. It's always like somebody who is using a lot of makeup, fake eyelashes, fake hair, fake this, fake that. So then you're like, oh, it's like all peacocking. And you go like, wow, this is like a super chick. You know what I mean? Whereas like, you don't want a girl, like if a girl's looking like this, if she looks like a hooker, She's probably a methed out, toothless bitch.
Okay,
underneath.
well let me help you out to know that she is a fucking disgusting bitch. Look at the fish tank.
Let me see. I'm trying to go back.
Oh no, poor turtle.
Look at the fish tank.
Oh God. Oh God. That's animal torture.
And I bet that she has a black boyfriend.
Dude, that is that's animal torture. She's slowly killing that turtle.
Problems with my teeth during my first pregnancy when I was 21. I did not
Her first pregnancy when she was 21.
go to the dentist during my first pregnancy, which was a mistake. I started losing teeth during that pregnancy.
Okay, after you lose your first tooth, you don't go to the dentist?
I had my
Or
third
even-
daughter
or-
at 20.
Let's give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's say you lose your third.
Mm-hmm.
And by then you go, okay, look.
I gotta go to the dentist. I gotta go.
This is a
I gotta go.
problem. I thought it would be just one, but I lost 2 or 3. I gotta go.
28, my fourth daughter at 30.
Was she
my
just
teeth-
pulling them out like Charlie in It's Always Sunny?
Also, I don't believe that she was losing her teeth because she was pregnant.
No, she was.
No one
she
buys
was-
that.
No.
were at a breaking point. I knew I was going to have to get dentures. I have removable snap-in dentures on mini implants. I have 6 implants on top and 4 implants in the bottom. It's a one-step system. I got really into makeup as a way to...
Well, yeah, I would too. I would be really into water if I was on fire.
It's kind of how I got really into working out.
Yeah, but come on.
You know what I mean? I got
So
really
should
into
I get
working out.
palate
Yeah, 'cause you're
cleansers for this
disgusting.
one?
I'm sorry?
Should I get palate cleansers for this one?
Do not find
We're
me
gonna
any
need-
photos of this woman, but yes, find me photos of other women that aren't her.
We need
Okay.
some true palate. Today's the day for it.
take the focus off my mouth, and it gave me
Her mouth isn't the only problem. They're making it seem like it's just her mouth.
like a therapeutic kind
All
of
right,
way
Frozen,
to
now
process
we're
how
talking.
I was feeling and express myself, and I got really good at it without really intending to, and then it turned into a whole lot more. I have already started a couple TikToks today, so I start them before I
Look at the before.
Yeah, let's
Look
get
at
some
the
more.
before.
Let's get some more sky blue in there.
Look at the fucking before.
What's wrong?
Jesus Christ. It looks like the fucking red woman just took off her necklace.
I'm telling you, man. Don't trust these bitches that have a lot of fake shit on.
By the way, KK Marie goes, oh God, those nails. Yeah, the nails are the problem.
I do my makeup and I have my teeth out without my hair extensions. I'm gonna do a little before and after today, and then I'm gonna do a TikTok showing how I look while I take my makeup off piece by piece. That was quick. Look, my eyebrow's gone. I began TikTok, I believe, about a year ago. I had no idea how many people were on the app and how much of a variety of people. And now here we are at 2 million, which is really never
I'm gonna
was
have
expecting
nightmares
that.
about
It is important to me to make the videos that I make. For one,
If you go to a bar and you take her home and then you wake up to the before picture, okay, you should be allowed to call the police.
You should be allowed to kill them.
Well, I would agree with you, but I was just trying to be a little more, but yes, you should be allowed, and the cops should be like, look, I understand, man. Show them the TikTok.
You should be able to argue in court that I woke up to a different person in my home.
Yes, you were raped. You were raped. Rex says, bought a beer. You're both doing a great job. God bless. God bless you, Rex.
God bless you, Rex.
All right?
Frozen, can we get a little more sky blue for the palette?
Oh, my God. Now
I'm looking.
Is that sky blue? Is that the last one, sky blue?
No. The one.
That's Gal Gadot, the last one.
Where? Oh, sky blue. I see sky blue. Okay, palette cleanser time. We're about that time.
Yeah, see, sky blue could get it. Yeah, I had no idea who this was till I saw that AEW shit.
There you go.
Yeah, she could get it.
Huh? Hey, who's the one that comes out with the Varsity Blondes? The Heart one.
Oh, I forgot her
Something
name.
Heart. Have you seen her?
No.
Varsity Blonde. Julia Hart.
What are we talking about?
Have you?
here?
I'll show you Julia Hart. You want to see Julia Hart?
I want to see some Julia Hart up.
All right, let me see.
Is she a real heart or is she like a Teddy?
I don't know. I don't know if she's a real heart. I just know that's her name. Let's see here. This is her before she was in AEW. Here you go.
Okay. I mean,
Yes.
I hate the Harley Quinn thing.
No, I know, but I was just showing you before. Now let me show you her in
All right. Okay.
in
Let's
AEW.
see where we're going with this. People are trying to get me back on Team White Girl.
Let's see. This is one with her with the Varsity Blondes, of course, with Pillman.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
She's a terrible wrestler, but I know why they have her.
I mean,
she's not a good wrestler.
Who cares? She's hot, man.
That's
She
Julia
kinda has an
Hart.
Anna Kournikova look.
Is she a Hart, Frozen? Can you look that up?
She is not a part of the Hart family.
Okay, that just happens to be her name.
Yes. Also, I posted another one.
Yeah, because if she was part of the Hart family, she'd be a fucking good wrestler. And here's another. What is this?
I do like
that is her in a bikini.
Oh, nice.
Damn. I do like Brian Pillman bringing the mullet back.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's a Chad move.
It is. All right, did we cleanse the palate effectively? I think we did.
Julia Hart could get it, man.
Yeah, she's not the best wrestler though. Let's see.
I'm not concerned with her in-ring abilities.
She is. How old is she? She's 20.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's still 20 though. We're still good. We're still good.
Though, that's creepy.
She was trained by Ken Anderson.
Oh, so that's why she's so good?
She's on AW Dark. All right.
I have not watched Dark. Is Dark good?
It's okay. I mean, it's for what it is. It's fine. I mean, it's
It's like their version of NXT.
Yeah, it's their NXT. Who is this, Frozen?
Which one?
This one. Who is this?
That's Gal Gadot.
No, that's not. That's not Gal Gadot.
Is
that really Gal Gadot?
And that's the picture that came up.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That is one hot Jew.
Somebody says, you know who's hot? Ruby Soho.
Oh,
God. Shut up, Mersh. I don't care if you would. She's disgusting. He was even going to say it. Fucking stop.
I was not saying she was pretty.
Do not
though.
defend Ruby Soho.
All right, I won't.
Not on my watch.
Not on my watch.
Okay.
I just said she's the kind of chick that you can tell is like a real pig and probably do anything.
Yeah,
So
but that's...
you get points for that.
I get it, but there's hotter chicks that are pigs. Fucking Ruby Soho.
What a stupid gimmick, man. I'm so angry at
Why? Because she's CBGB the fucking person?
So I hate AEW. I hate this package. Like, I'm the punk rocker. I'm the nerd. I'm the this.
Hey, Mersh.
Like,
Hey, Mersh, what do you think Darby Allin's doing right now?
I don't know.
Jumping
I know
out
he's
of
straight
that
edge.
window.
I know he's straight
He
edge,
is
so
straight edge.
nothing fun.
He is straight edge. He's pretty cool, man.
I'm sure he's wherever he is. I'm sure everybody's so enthralled with him. If you ever want to see Darby Allin literally go watch his Shot of Brandy episode, he has zero personality on top of being like CM Punk is straight edge, but at least he has an aggressive personality.
Right. Yeah, Darby Allin is like, yeah, he's so crazy, man. He does all these stunts, dude.
Yeah. Skateboard. He skateboards to the ring.
Oh, this is the shot. Is this what you're talking about?
Yeah. This is okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because Sting is an infamously great promo
But
guy.
comparatively,
No, I know, but it's like
you're right.
He's so bad. You got to get Sting to talk for him.
All Sting's promos are like, I respect you, man. You know, I respect you and I respect the business and I respect you and respect.
Yeah, I got this. Yeah, I know. I got this wrestler. He's 7 feet tall. He doesn't talk much though, so we need a mouthpiece for him. Hey, you think Brutus the Barber Beefcake is available?
I don't know. Have you looked in fucking Hulk Hogan's asshole?
Maybe he could be the mouthpiece.
You know, if we keep doing this, everyone's gonna leave except for Danny Saint.
Yeah, but you know, some people like it.
Yeah.
God, Brandy is so fucking hot.
She's
though.
beautiful. Like not hot. She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
God damn.
But yeah, she carries this episode because this dude is just lame.
Wash your hands before we start making our food.
Wait,
and then
those
we'll
are.
get into every.
Wait, that's a tattoo on his hand?
Yeah, bro, he's a
Thought it was
badass.
paint. Oh God.
He's a badass.
Fucking Jack Skellington over here. What the fuck's he doing?
I think this is a tablespoon. This is a tablespoon. I don't think.
Bro, you're gonna be like, look, I'll say this. I'll give Brandy credit. Like, Brandy knows she's doing a cooking show, so she's fucking sitting there wearing a t-shirt and some sweats, you know? Darby Allin shows up in his fucking Matrix nightclub suit. Like, what is he doing?
And that's not true. She's wearing a t-shirt, sweats, and what appears to be a ridiculously expensive ring.
That ring is very expensive.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to.
Are you guys a big fan of like hot stuff? Like,
No.
Are you guys like a big fan of like hot sauce and stuff?
I like hot things. I like heat on my food.
Darby Allin walks around with a fanny pack, but because he's straight edge, it's just hot sauces and face paint in it.
A collection of Halloween face paint and just hot sauce. I get the one that's like green.
So you can't wait for the reality TV show then?
Oh, what's the name of that one? Rhodes something or other?
Something like that, yeah.
I am not.
I've had some horrible experiences.
Is that Cody?
Cody just wanders.
Oh my
and
God.
And by the way,
what the fuck? Cody just showed up like that.
by the way, that literally happens every 3 episodes.
So Cody just shows up wearing a hoodie and a hat, a Yeti hat.
But he won't even talk. Like he will just come in sometimes and use the kitchen, and then there'll be a shot of him leaving. Like,
what the fuck, man?
This show rules. I love
This
this.
is so weird.
I know. It's why I like it. It's why I actually enjoy the
Cody's
show.
just fucking standing there like the Unabomber.
So it's called Roads to the Top.
There you go.
Ew.
It's a good. No, you don't get it because her last name is Rhodes.
I get it.
Okay.
But
Oh,
he just
fuck.
wanders. Watch. She doesn't even say anything. Watch.
Oh fuck.
Watch. She just
Okay,
leaves.
let's see. I'm sorry. I know we're a little late, but I have to see this now. You shouldn't have told me this so late.
Whatever. This is the Patreon.
Here we go.
episode.
Let's.
We could give him
I'm
bonus
perfectly
time.
fine. Let's do this. Holy shit. This is the best thing on the internet. I'm being serious.
I was trying to tell you.
I know. Darby
many
Allin
times?
is standing there going like, hey, hot sauce. And Cody Rhodes walks in like a homeless man.
How many times, Frozen,
He
have I
said it a lot.
advocated
He said it a lot.
for this fucking show?
Holy shit, man.
We've talked about this like every pre-show and
This
every
is
post-show.
amazing.
I've been trying to hip you to this. It's the weirdest show ever. It's just Brandy brings in random wrestlers, gets drunk in a kitchen and cooks with them, and they just bullshit. And then sometimes Cody Rhodes comes in and grabs like a fucking.
Cody
yogurt
Rhodes
and
walks
just
in like
leaves.
like a stoner roommate, you know?
He
grabs
does
a
look like he
Gatorade
just-
and then he leaves.
Hey, by the way, you're out of like all cereal and stuff.
And then he
so-
leaves. And then he just leaves.
Yeah.
Features.
Damn.
All right.
Yeah, because she never looked like somebody I thought was totally black.
She put on some weight when she had that baby.
I mean,
Oh no, I put something
I
in
don't
show
care.
links.
Oh no,
I
but
don't
she,
care.
but she
Brandy
lost
can
all
still
that
get
weight.
it.
She lost all the weight.
Even fucking even with a little bit of weight on, she could get it. Cody landed himself a fucking dime.
Yeah, he did. Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you, this show's fun. If you watch like other ones where the other person has a personality, they're kind of fun.
I'm gonna check it out, and you know, all I want is someone to make a supercut of every time Cody walks into the kitchen and doesn't say anything. A fucking psychopath.
Just with a hoodie on, grabbing a banana.
Yeah. What's up?
What's up, man?
All right, we're done.
We're done, guys. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, I said.
Nightwave?
Yeah, we'll have a Nightwave tonight. My air conditioning finally works again.
Was it a defreeze?
Yeah, I don't know,
Is
man.
this her? Frozen?
Brandy, yes.
Brandy looking good, man. Yeah, dude. Cody got a good life. Cody's got a good life.
Thank you for listening, guys. Yeah, she's got big feet. Thank you for listening, guys. Nightwave, you patrons are the fucking best. Nightwave tonight, Daywave tomorrow. Go listen to Mer. She's probably going to yell about things or something. I don't know. Frozen, what are you up to today?
Not much.
That's a good plan.
Thanks, Darby. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.